Congratulations, I'm your host, Club Brother, the Club House Sports Board, coming to you live in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area, that is. Today, I'll be talking about, finally, Daniel Jones being named the starting quarterback for this coming Sunday when the G-Men take on the Bucks. That's good news for me, by the way. I'll talk... Also talk about the more turmoil from the Antonio Brown probe. I'll talk to you guys about that. The Clash of Champions results. The Impact and AAA invading New York results. I'll talk to you guys also about just the fact that Minka Fitzpatrick, that is, he's been traded to the Steelers. Talk to you guys about that, by the way. Also talk to you guys about the fact that, let's see what we got right here. Also, just the fact, well, evading New York results, talk to you guys about that. And the fact that Jalen Ramsey wants out of the Jags. So I'll talk to you guys about that. But I want to start things off with the breaking news for today. And it's going to put a smile on my face. Daniel Jones, that is. He is, however, yes, this has been going on for the past couple of weeks, that Daniel Jones is now the new starting quarterback for the rest of the season. Throughout the rest of the season, by the way. I mean, look, Daniel Jones, he made a dick on the preseason, but this is not preseason, by the way. So Daniel Jones, right now, that is, he is named starting quarterback for now. But I'll tell you this, that Daniel Jones, he's got a lot more to prove. He may take in the preseason, and he may start in that, and they may start in that last game, that is, when they lost to the Giants, that is, was too good there. So Daniel Jones, as of right now, is named starting quarterback. Eli Manning is benched for good. So, make no mistake, Daniel Jones, he won't disappoint, and he better let the G-Men down. Come Sunday, Giants will own the Bucks. But I gotta ask, does this make Daniel Jones, that is, an MVP candidate? Well, folks, you guys are gonna find out soon enough, because he may not be there, because he's gonna be put to the test. He's gonna put up to the test against the Bucks. He's going to put to the test by the Patriots, Jets, Steelers probably going to be in there, Seahawks, Eagles, Skins, whoever they got to face. Daniel Jones will put to the test. And like it or not, Daniel Jones is the kind of guy that you want on your team. It's a new starting quarterback. So, I'm appalled by this. Really, I am. So, really, the question you got to ask yourself, will Daniel Jones be able to help the G-Men win more games? And, Eli Manning, his contract's going to be up after this season. That is, and Eli Manning maybe could be backup quarterback, or maybe he just might get traded somewhere, or maybe he just stick retiring. Because Eli Manning, he's a sloppy quarterback, sacked a lot, committed turnovers, struggling a bit, put too much pressure. But Daniel Jones, he won't disappoint. He most certainly will not disappoint. Whether he wins or loses. And I gotta tell you, the Giants, they may consider moving on from Eli Manning for good. Make no mistake about that. And he could be playing. Daniel Jones can play throughout the rest of the season. If that happens, they can win a lot more games. There's a possibility the Giants, Daniel Jones may indeed, help the Giants win more games. But I don't know exactly if he's gonna have a winning streak. If the Giants are gonna have a winning streak with Daniel Jones starting quarterback, that's the question everyone's gonna be asking. So you gotta know for sure if Daniel Jones is that kind of guy that you want on your team. It is. So make no mistake about it, though. Daniel Jones starting quarterback, and I just hope that they don't lose this game. So I hope that once they don't have a losing streak, because if they do, it's over. Daniel Jones, starting quarterback, bigness right there. So that's what I'm excited about, by the way. And others I do need to address, by the way, that Minka Fitzpatrick just got himself traded to the Steelers. That is. Dolphins, however, they get a 2020 first round pick. Steelers, they get a 2020 fifth round pick. And they get a 7th round pick in 2021. So that's interesting news right there. Other side, I want to address the Clash of Champions results of this past Sunday, by the way. Drew Gulak retained the Cruiserweight title. AJ Styles retains the U.S. title. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, they were the new Raw Tag Team Champs. Bayley retains the SmackDown Women's title against the Queen City Zone Charlotte Flair, and then Bayley runs away. The Revival walked out as the new SmackDown Tag Team Champs. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, they retained the Women's Tag Team titles. R-Truth comes out during the match, enters the ring with a 24/7 title. Alexa Bliss had a pin attempt on R-Truth, that is, on a 2 count. Shinsuke Nakamura retains the Intercontinental title. Sasha Banks defeats Becky Lynch by disqualification after Becky Lynch used a steel chair, hit Sasha Banks with a steel chair. And but Becky Lynch still retains the title, by the way. Both brawled outside in the arena. Kofi Kingston retains the WWE title. Erick Rowan defeats Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match. Luke Harper returned, by the way. So that did not look good. Seth Rollins retains the Universal title, that is, and after that match, the Fiend Bray Wyatt comes out and attacks Seth Rollins, which is why Seth Rollins, he will defend the Universal title once again against the Fiend Bray Wyatt inside Hell in a Cell next month, that is. So right there. I'll tell you what happened Monday, though. So last night on Raw, King Corbin became the King of the Ring, tournament winner. He'll be crowned king later on tonight. And Braun Strowman crashes a tag team title summit with the Revival SmackDown Tag Team Champs and Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode as the Raw Tag Team Champs, by the way. So Braun Strowman attacked them for sure. So that's big news. That's good news. That's good right there. And you saw Seth Rollins, that is. Dolph Ziggler attacked Seth Rollins, that is. And basically just attacked Seth Rollins came out. Kane came in there at the end of the show and attacked Dolph Ziggler, the OC, and Robert Roode, by the way. But Kane was attacked by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. So did not look good there. Not look good. That was national tendency. But Glenn Jacobs, who's formerly known as Kane, got a pin attempt on he won the 24/7 title, and then R-Truth came back with it. He won the 24/7 title once again. So that's big news right there. And Maria Kanellis named her kid. It's a boy, that is, by the way. Rusev, his father of Maria Kanellis' kid. Lana won't take too kindly on that. That did not look good. So not so good there. But Rusev is not the father of Maria Kanellis' kid. No, that's just no. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. I'll tell you that. So that's no surprise to anybody. Now, another thing I want to talk to you guys about the latest on the Antonio Brown probe, that is. Now, as a lot of you guys know, those of you that saw the Sports Illustrated article, another woman who was actually a female artist, she accused Antonio Brown of sexual misconduct. AB denies that. This happened in 2017, by the way. So basically, Brown, that is, attended a Steel City softball game that benefited National Youth Foundation, which is a Pennsylvania-based all-volunteer group of women that is promoting the inclusion of gender equality and even developing academic skills, inclusion that academic skills in kids during the auction donated by numerous artists. Brown spots a portrait of himself and the female artist, a female artist in her late 20s, and from out of state. And after co-founders, Sophia Hansen also likes the painting as well. He trumped the winning of $450 with $770 offer to buy it himself. Hansen took Braun at his word when he promised payment at a later date. Braun earned more than $69 million before taxes during his NFL on-field career. That is, does include endorsements like Nike, Pepsi, Microsoft, and EA Sports. By the way, Braun liked the portrait. Antonio Brown would invite the woman to a Steel City house, that is, and to create another painting of him. A mural was on a wall in his house. The female artist says AB agreed to a daily fee of $1,000 for her work, sending a van to transport her from New York City, along with his friends and associates. As the female artist arrived at AB's home, the female artist was noting of AB's flirtations and uncomfortable constantly reality of her professional life, and she was bedazzled by his willingness to share her work on her social media. AB posted a live stream showcasing her talents, by the way. Second day, that is. Here's where things get a little rough around the edges. Second time, Antonio Brown and, Brittany Taylor, I'm sorry, not the female artist, while she was on her knees while doing the painting, Antonio Brown comes up from behind her, nude, that is, covering his crotch with a hand cloth, that is, and basically the female artist felt a little embarrassed, by the way, so that did not seem to sit well with anyone else. Yes, this took a downward spiral. The female artist was in kneeling position, covered his genitals, wielding a small hand towel on his crotch. She spotted with them numerous. She says that she spotted numerous women with him on a short time. That is, she was already done with the painting. She was 40% done with the painting. That is, by the way. And basically, AB walks in up to her with no clothes on. That is, hand cloth was on that's covering up his crotch area. That is. So AB was going to Miami. He tells her that AB is going to Miami. That is. She believes she finished and grown social media unwilling to finish that. Is, by the way. So AB's warned her up with the answers. AB paid the female artist $2,000 for her work of hers, by the way. But it was streamed in AB's house, by the way. Hansen made the $70 payment, that $700 payment for the original work, but those came unanswered, by the way. And simply, I can tell you this: that she was a friend. That she had a friend. Now, female artists have friends of her own. She notified the incident to her friends. That is, and also the fact that the female artist didn't have any intention of pressing any charges. She did not notify police, and there was no arrest warrant out for Antonio Brown. So she did, however, notify Brittany Taylor of this incident. That is, and you can read the entire Sports Illustrated article of the Antonio Brown probe. That is, it came out yesterday, and basically, I can tell you this: that Antonio Brown is likely going to be banned from the NFL for life. So hopefully that turns out very well. And basically, it's obvious that, look, you could have gone to the police, you could have filed a restraining order against Antonio Brown, you could have done this, you could have done that. And there's an incident, you know, he got into an incident with girlfriends that of his own, longtime girlfriend of his. Says that he threw a bottle of cologne and basically intended to file charges where they got into an argument. You can check out the full article, by the way. There was an incident where he pushed the mother of his child, that is, by name of Wiltrice Jackson. Instantly, the furniture throwing incident. Scam me, but you can check out the full article down below, by the way. So that's not gonna look too good. So Antonio Brown may likely be banned from the NFL for life. So that could happen right there. You just never know for sure. So nothing more to it, by the way. King Corbin, also another news. King Corbin is the King of the Ring tournament winner. So that's good news right there. Now there's Jalen Ramsey wants out of the Jags. So if he gets out, then not too good. There's too much of a good ball, but that's hopefully that suits very well. Another I do need to address that Pirates pitcher Felipe Vasquez was arrested for computer pornography, solicitation of a 15-year-old girl. She's 13 then, now she's 15, and providing obscene materials to minors. He is accused of having a sexual relationship with her, and she's from Lee County, Florida. He continued to have a relationship with Vasquez by text message. She continued to have a relationship with him via text message. Received video from him back in July. He was seen performing an unusual sex act. Vasquez sent text message to for sex once. His season is over. Vasquez is on administrative leave for now. So he was charged already. Now police they seized electronic devices, and they examined, and there could be possible charges out for Vasquez, by the way. So he's on administrative leave for now, and this is ridiculous. It really is. So that hopefully that piece of trash gets it together. This is ridiculous. This just can't happen. You just can't make this stuff. It just can't happen. So it's all this right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it right there for the clue. That also forgot. I do need to address the the impact in AAA, evading New York results. Masquerita, Dorada, and Chris Dickinson, they defeated Dare the Clown and Demas. Team Impact of Josh Alexander, Michael Elgin, Sammy Callahan defeat Team AAA, Murder Clown, Drago, Fabi Apache. Daga becomes the #1 contender for the AAA Cruiserweight title, defeating Puma King, Flamita, and Aerostar. Ty Valkyrie becomes the new Reina de Reinas champ. Tessa Blanchard would attack Ty Valkyrie after that match. Lucha Brothers retain the AAA tag team titles against LAX of Santana and Ortiz. So those right there and also Cain Velasquez, Psycho Clown, and Brian Cage. They defeated Los Mercenarios of Tejano Jr., Taurus, and Rey Scorpion. Dr. Wagner defeats Blue Demon Jr. So those are your Impact in AAA invading New York results. Those are the news I got right there. That's all news to it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Clothes Rival Sports Boy YouTube channel, face page. Please be sure you also subscribe to the Clothes Rival Sports Boy YouTube channel, face page by any means necessary. Be sure you send me comments with your reaction, your thoughts of Daniel Jones being named the new starting quarterback for this Sunday's game against the Bucks. Let me know in the comment section. Tell me if you think that Daniel Jones, would you consider him as MVP candidate? Do you think that Daniel Jones is going to help the Giants get one more games? Let me know in the comment section. Send me tweet your thoughts on that as well. I will reply and address to that. Tell me what you also think of the Clash of Champions. What do you think of King Corbin being named the King of the Ring tournament winner? Let me know what you think of the new allegations. Allegations of a second female of a woman who is a female artist. Let me know in the comment section against Antonio Brown. That is, by the way. Let me know in the comment section. Send me reaction to your Twitch list. Let me know if you think that Antonio Brown is going to be banned from the NFL for life. Let me know in the comment section. I will respond and address to that. Be sure to send me your comments with your reaction to your thoughts of the Browns defeating the Jets. Let me know about that. I will respond and address that. That's all there is to it. So that's all you need to know for that. So that's all there is to it. I'll have more breaking news. Check times over. So let's live updates on a lot more all things sports and the Clothes Rival Sports for everything. That's all there is. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Bye bye.